What if you stopped sleeping for a week? Sleep. What a sweet word. How often you just can't get enough of it. People spend almost half of their lives in this state. Sleep is as fundamental as the sun appearing in the sky in the morning. But have you ever thought what would happen if you stopped wasting time on this process? You would surely have a lot of free time for learning something new, doing sports, working, or just hanging out with friends. Sounds cool. But let's have a look at the consequences of never sleeping again. After one day without sleep, this may seem weird, but after 24 hours without sleep, you'll start to feel happy and elated. Almost any joke, however stupid, will be able to crack you up, and you will find funny some really strange things. You will seem to radiate giddiness and positivity. The cherry on the cake will be your increased sex drive. Sounds amazing, and not like something you would expect from a lack of sleep, right? The reason for these strange feelings lies in the fact that your brain increases dopamine levels trying to compensate for your lack of sleep. However, closer to the end of the day, this happy mood is evaporating. You start to have problems with memory, suffer from the increased reaction time, and people around you may believe that you're drunk. It will become extremely tough to plan something or evaluate your own decisions. What's more, your behavior will get more impulsive. It's strictly not recommended to drive in such a state, as it may turn extremely dangerous when you're sleep deprived. After 2 days without sleep, as soon as the second day without deep sleep starts, you will have some important physical functions getting shut by your body. For example, its ability to metabolize glucose will be lost. As a result, your body will have less and less energy, and you will begin to look pale and a bit ill. What is even worse, your immune system will start to let you down, becoming less efficient. This means it will be a lot easier to contract the flu or other infection, let alone a common cold. Also, weakening of the immune system may result in some kind of a rash. And that's not all. Your judgment will also get impaired. The feeling of nausea will follow you wherever you go. Another unpleasant surprise for you may become stumbling and slurred speech. By this moment, everybody around you will be 100% sure that you regularly drink yourself almost to death. After 3 days without sleep, all the fun will start on the third day. You will start to hallucinate, although this may begin a little earlier. Your hallucinations may be either auditory or visual, and include all kinds of weird things as your dreams will infiltrate your waking hours. Your body will be desperately trying to rationalize the feelings it's experiencing. For the most part, this is the result of the lack of REM sleep. REM sleep phase is the period starting which you're asleep, but your brain is still active. That's exactly when you start to dream. Scientists are still arguing why people need REM sleep, but it's known for sure that even if you had a regular sleep pattern with only REM phase missing, you would still die. In addition, the effects of the absence of sleep will be getting worse and worse, and after a short time, the body will begin to shut down. This means that after 3 sleepless days, you'll be unable to function or communicate normally. Well, the question arises, how long is it possible to survive without sleep? The maximum recorded time was approximately 264 hours. That's about 11 days. After that, the body shuts down completely, which leads to death. However, if you manage to fall asleep on the 11th day, shockingly, there won't be any long-term health effects. This means that after a good and quality sleep lasting about 12 hours, you will be perfectly fine. This doesn't refer to people who suffer from fatal familial insomnia. Such patients can survive for a maximum of about 1.5 years, provided their condition was worsening gradually and they still manage to sleep from time to time for the first several months of the disease. As the illness worsens, such symptoms as dementia appear. This disease is genetic and inherited and occurs due to a misshapen protein in the brain. There are only 27 families in the world, with 5 of them in the US that can carry the gene. So, the disease is extremely rare, but making an appearance once, it takes away people's lives. Anyway, chances are so extremely low that the insomnia you may suffer from is the result of this fatal disease that we may not even take this into consideration. This means that if you have problems with sleep, you can successfully win the battle for quality rest. Here's several recommendations how to fall asleep more easily. First of all, figure out your favorite sleeping position. If you're a stomach sleeper, try putting a pillow not under your head but under your hips. This will help you to avoid pains and aches in the morning. If your preferred position is on your side, position a pillow between your legs so that your hips are supported. If you can't fall asleep other than on your back, place a pillow under your legs. This will provide you with some additional comfort. Before going to bed, enjoy a nice warm shower or a bath with eucalyptus or lavender bath salt. This will relax you, and later, after you cool down, it will be easier for you to fall asleep. Sleep in the nude. This will help your body to regulate its temperature. Choose a blanket or a sheet according to the temperature of the room. Being on the cool side is always preferable, so don't forget to put an additional blanket nearby in case you feel cold at night. If you can't imagine your life without pajamas, or even the idea of sleeping naked makes your skin crawl, choose loose cotton pajamas as they breathe better than the ones made from other fabrics. Pay attention to the pillow you use. That's not as simple as it may seem. If your pillow is too flat, your head may tilt backward, and this will cause you some discomfort. If the pillow is, on the contrary, too thick, your head may end up being propped at an uncomfortable angle, which can lead to all kinds of aches and pains. Start to control the light you're exposed to a couple of hours before you go to bed. The thing is that bright light is likely to disrupt your internal clock, and it's this internal instrument that regulates your sleeping and waking time. So turn off or dim bright lights in your home. Don't watch TV or use your tablet a minimum of 2 hours before you sleep. If you need to use your gadgets, install special applications which prevent blue light from disturbing your sleep. Also, make sure that your bedroom is devoid of all sources of light. They might be windows with open curtains, LED clocks, lights on your electronic devices, and so on. If you can't get rid of all the lighting sources, wear a sleeping mask. You may try to add some gentle sounds. There's a device that creates white noise, soothing sounds of wind, surf, or steam. These sounds don't have any shape but help you stay in the present. Don't eat before going to bed. Try to do this a minimum of 3 hours before sleeping. And remember that a full stomach and a heavy meal can disrupt your sleep and provoke nightmares. Spicy and greasy foods are also especially bad. At the same time, it's not a good idea to go to bed feeling hungry. This unpleasant nagging sensation in your stomach won't let you fall asleep. Whatever you do, never experiment with your sleep. This is an important, fundamental part of your life and not something to be taken lightly.